It's today's Variety 101.9 The Mix. McCabe and Jenny here, and now joined by singer-songwriter Maisie Peters. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing well. So far, what have you done in Chicago?
So far, I have arrived in Chicago. I've had a deep dish pizza, to be so fair. I actually have
Already?
done that. Already. We went last night. It was number one priority upon arriving in Chicago.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what did you think?
Love. I mean, I've experienced the deep dish before, and I would say, I'm just going to be honest, I feel like we're at that level. Like, it's not, I do think there are other types of pizzas that are better, but it's a classic, and it is delicious. And I had it, they'd like done something with the crust, or had like butter in it.
Is there something similar back home for you?
No,
Is home for you London?
It is.
Okay.
And I will say, this is the thing about Chicago, is there is really nowhere else that I've been to that does the deep dish like Chicago. So it's good to be doing it when you're here.
Well, I hope you got a good rest in because so that your stomach isn't too full before your performance tonight.
Yeah, well, I actually ate a lot of the other bits. I didn't have that much of the pizza because it is a lot. But some of my crew ate a lot of it, and I think they are struggling
Then
today.
need a nap, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were just telling McCabe, you guys caught up a few years ago at Lollapalooza here in Chicago.
I know.
And since then, oh my gosh, has your career blown up? I mean, you toured with Taylor Swift at Wembley Stadium for the Eras Tour. You performed with her. I mean, witnessing an artist of that caliber, like, what is the biggest takeaway you have after seeing them perform a tour like that?
I think it's just so much hard work that goes into something like that, so much focus and dedication and drive. So it really is only a handful of people in the world who can do that, and that's really inspiring, I think. It's also, I think that the Eras Tour, especially considering it was such a huge scale of touring and performance, it also was amazing that it was so laser focused towards her fans and towards her, the people that have been a fan for a long, long time. I thought that was so cool to do something on such a massive scale, but it was also so personalized for like the fan base. So I definitely feel like I've carried that away.
Is that when you started writing your third album, Florescence?
Yeah, that's a good question. Was it then? I think it was around that year. Yeah, that was 2024. And I sort of was writing it sporadically within that year. I was going back and forth to Nashville in between tours. And then 25, was when I really sort of laser-focusedly made the record.
And going into this album, did you want to do it differently from your past albums?
Yeah, so I wrote it similarly in that I was sort of bopping about and working with lots of different people. But then when it came to producing it, I really wanted to have sort of one executive producer as well as myself to make the sonic a lot more cohesive. So I ended up working with an amazing producer called Ian Fitchuk, who is based in Nashville and works with like Casey Musgraves, Leon Bridges, Maggie Rogers, legendary. And yeah, I went to Nashville, was there for like a month, produced the whole thing with Ian, and Conrad Snyder was the engineer. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was so fun.
Now, you're known for diary-style writing. What came first for you? Was it the writing or was it singing?
I mean, a little bit of both, but probably the writing. I definitely really had a passion for writing, and singing sort of came in tandem with that, I guess.
And when you put together this album and you're sitting there's a lot of artists you could reach out to. How did you pick Marcus Mumford and Julia Michaels?
So Marcus and I had written a lot for this album anyway. He actually helped write and produce Say My Name in Your Sleep, which is an earlier song from the album that's out. And yeah, we'd been put in touch and had been collaborating already, and he'd been a great sounding board and collaborator. So then, and If You Let Me was another song that we wrote. And then Marcus rang me up and was like, I think this should go on the album, and I think it should be a duet. And I said, well, would you like to do it? So yeah, that's how that happened. And then similarly with Julia, the album was actually done, but I had this session in with Julia, and she's a hero of mine, and I just love her. And we wrote the song Kingmaker, and then she texted and was like, if you ever want to put this out, I'd love to be a part of it. And that was a dream come true for me because, as I said, she's like an idol of mine. So yeah, then the song got added and Julia was on there. So it was really organic, both of them, and just came from music that we made together that then felt right to release.
And Julia's from Iowa, where I'm from.
Oh, wow.
Thought I'd throw that in there. So what's the meaning behind Florescence?
So Florescence means to blossom, to bloom, essentially. And I think that really, in short, is the sort of key idea and message of the album, really. The album is all about a journey into love and into the sort of a truer version of yourself. And I think I wrote Florescence sort of from like 23 to 25. And so I think that around that age is where I sort of started becoming maybe a slightly longer term version of myself instead of, the very much like coming of age-esque version of myself of the previous records. And so, yeah, it just sort of felt like it really wrapped up a lot of the key themes of the record. And I will say there are lots of tulips out in Chicago right now.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
Crazy.
This is like you came at the perfect time.
I know.
There's actually a tulip festival not
is
too far as
why?
well.
Yeah. I kept looking being like, this feels like a warm welcome for Maisie Peters Florescence.
Well, I mean, and speaking of the album, May 15th is when it comes out and being on tour. So have you been playing these new songs for the first time, and how have your fans been reacting?
I'm on this tour right now, which is called Before the Bloom, which is a tour that has been going since, technically it started last October with the first launch of the first few songs. But it's been going. We were in Australia, Europe, North America, but ending in Brazil. And it was really just a tour to sort of be with my fans during this period of sort of up until the album release and celebrate the journey that I've been on to get to this point. So we're playing the first song I ever released mixed with new songs from the album that aren't even out yet, and sort of, it's very much catered towards the fans that have been here with me, and it's all about celebrating with them and welcoming in this new era.
Wow, you've been staying busy between touring. You also have a podcast with your twin
I
sister,
do.
Twinhood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the best and worst part about being a twin?
Ooh, the best part is having a friend for life. And it's cool, especially now we're older, we're living life at the same time. So her friends are my friends are her friends. And we sort of have, even though we're very, very different and live very different lives, we also have a lot of shared experiences. And right now we live with each other and both of our boyfriends all in one flat in London. And that's like very crazy but very special because not many people get to do that. So I'd say that's the best thing. The worst thing about being a twin, especially in my predicament, I do live with her. So the best thing is all the best things that come from living with your sibling. And the worst thing is me yelling at her to take down her washing that's hanging up in my living room, I would say.
Did you ever do the switch where she played you and you played her somewhere?
We look very different, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Okay.
Otherwise, I would definitely be utilizing that to my advantage.
Okay.
But no, we look very different, unfortunately.
Well, from your family to your music family, do you include Ed Sheeran in the process?
Yeah, so, we've now been friends and I'm signed to his label, so we've worked together for a lot of years now, maybe like five or six, and he's just always been such a great friend to me and an amazing role model, and he's really just there if I need him. He's super supportive, but he also just really wants me, I think, to, chase my bliss and make the stuff that I want to make, and he's very supportive of that too. So we write together for every album and see each other all the time. He came to my show in Melbourne, he came to my show in New York, and I'm always trying to go to any Ed Sheeran show I can go to. So yes, we see each other kind of as much as we can, and he's the best.
Come to Chicago in June. He's performing.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll try my hardest.
So which artists inspire you musically?
So many. I think for this album, I was asked this the other day. There was Adrian Lenker, Ryan Beatty, Joan Baez, The War on Drugs, Bruce Springsteen, Haim. Those were some of the names that were coming up when I was looking at my inspiration playlist for Florescence. But I'm always inspired and sort of fundamentally inspired by Taylor Swift, Sarah Bareilles, Lily Allen. Those were the artists that when I was growing up, I feel I really attached myself to, and sort of still back then and to this day teach me a lot about songwriting.
We also have our box of possibly unfortunate questions for you.
I love that.
You can go ahead and grab one or two.
Okay.
So we don't know what they are.
Shut my eyes. I can't tell if I've got two.
It's a good one.
Have I got two in my hand? I think I do.
Okay.
Oh, no, I've got one.
I got one? Okay, let's do one more. And if you don't like it, you don't have to answer it.
I'll definitely be answering it. Oh, already good. Okay, what's something you pretend to like but actually hate? What do I pretend to like but I actually hate?
Growing up, I think it was vegetables for me or something.
Not nothing. Yeah. I think I pretend to like... I mean, I'm gonna go big here, and I'm just gonna say, to be honest, exercise.
Yeah.
Do people enjoy exercise, or do they just enjoy feeling good about themselves once they've done it? Like I'm yet to work that out. Maybe I'll get older and I really realize that, but I don't like the gym. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And people are like, don't you feel good once you've done it? And I'm like, no, I just feel good because I've done it. Like, not because, like, I don't feel good from this. Like, I just feel good because I'm a good person because I did it.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. Okay, let's see what else you have in there.
My last one is, what is my most useless talent? I actually do have an answer for this. I can speak really fast.
Okay.
So, and there is a Sondheim song from a musical about a wedding, and I can, like, do it really fast. So I will do it for you now.
Yes.
Okay. Part of me is everybody here because everybody's here. I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have better things to do and what this will remember. Will you know the man I'm going to marry? I'm not because I wouldn't ruin anyone's wonderful. So thank you all for the gifts and flowers. Thank you all for the extra chairs and thank you right today.
Woo! I think you're giving Busta Rhymes a run
Thank
for
you
his
guys.
money.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
as I said, useless talent. Don't know where that's going to get me, but
I mean, what is the auction?
Good to have a
is
skill.
an auctioneer that does
True.
those? Like, you could do that.
Okay, maybe that could get me somewhere. That's a good point. I'll take that with me.
Maisie Peters, thank you so much for taking the time and stopping by 101.9 The Mix.
Thank you guys for having me.